It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Nemerton Brewing Company out of the Netherlands, and this is their Spirit Chance Double IPA, Ritual number 2. It's an Imperial IPA and it's coming in at 9% ABV. I've called it a double IPA, but Imperial IPA means the same thing, it's the same language. There's a look at the label. That looks like me after about 12 o'clock on a Friday night there. Black bottle cap. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at the smoke on the bottle opening. Look at that. That is like when you see cars on motor programs on the television, when you see them like drifting out to the right and drifting out to the left and the back end's going out and the tyres are smoking, and that image there, that excitement that happens on the television with cars, is the same thing with beer. I get very excited when we have a big puff of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. I want to say a massive thank you to Nemerton Brewing Company for sending me the beers, and of course lots of other beer as well, which was very, very kind of them. They sent me all of those De Strauss beers recently, all of the like Oostfletteren 12 and lots of the other. It was really, really a lovely gesture for them to send the beer. But this Imperial IPA, coming in at 9% ABV, has a one finger white head. It's very interesting to look at. It's definitely an unfiltered beer, but it almost looks like a brown ale, an unfiltered brown ale to look at. Let's get the aroma then on the beer. Lots of haze, lots of sediment there in the bottom of the glass. Let's get the aroma. Whoa. Oh, wow. I think this is old school. I say old school, it's not really that old school. The Americans only started doing it in the 1970s. But Imperial IPA, lots of hops, lots of bitterness on the back end. I can almost smell it in the aroma. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Whoa. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. That's a really interesting beer. It's got the combination of, there's some licorice in there, there's some berry flavours in there, there's some grapefruit, passion fruit, mango flavours coming through. It's got a lovely mouthfeel to it. But I like the balance of the beer. I really like the balance of the beer. I'm going to get to the balance now. I like the carbonation as well. The carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Red berry, black currant, hedgerow hops, hedgerow fruits, berry, black currant, blueberry. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. What a really interesting take on an Imperial IPA. You have a lot of the malt as well. It's like I always refer it to when you get the aroma of the malt and you taste the malt in a beer like this. I always remember as a kid walking through the fields of France, and because we always used to camp then you'd enter this French village, and there'd be a baker baking fresh bread first thing in the morning. Fresh French baguette. You take it back, and first of all you go in the shop, and that's the reason why I mentioned it. You go in the shop and you smell these wonderful kind of combination of different yeasts and bread and nuttiness and biscuitiness, and it was wonderful. Who doesn't like the smell of freshly baked bread being baked in the morning? And then we'd take it back to our caravan, still warm, and butter it, and then butter would melt all over the bread, and brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But you're getting a lot of that kind of malty, bready, biscuity flavour from this beer at the same time. It's really, really good. But then it's not just the hot bread that you have in your hand. It's like you've cut a piece off and then you've layered it with a mixed fruit jam. This is a combination of maybe rye bread. I'm really going out there now, like a French baguette made out of rye bread, slightly spicy rye in there. A nice, the beer has a natural bitterness from the hops, but also it has that mixed fruit jam. So you just layered your baguette with mixed fruit jam as well, and it's a lovely beer. It really is a lovely beer. It's very, I would say, a traditional imperial IPA, in that it's not chasing the grapefruit, the passion fruit, the mangoes, your pale stone fruits. This is a very kind of traditional take on an imperial IPA, but it's very, very, very good. It's been very well executed. Beautiful. Is there any? Oh, it's all in English. Here we go. When the ancient druids were finished performing the opening ceremony at the sacred place in the woods, known as the Nemeton. Oh, there we go. The next ritual the druid performed was singing spirit chants in order to remember and praise all souls of the tribe members that had passed away. With this double IPA, Nemeton Brewing created a really fresh imperial IPA experience. Notes of tropical fruit with crisp citrusy notes, mild bitterness, and an intense hoppy sensation is what we aim for in this heavy beer. Without further ado, without further ado, look at that. I say that. Without further ado, let's remember those who left us and be grateful for life itself, enjoying Spirit Chants. 9% ABV special beer from Nemeton Brewing Company. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful beer. I really like it. I like it enough to give it a Stone the Crows. Look at this. Look at the beer. Look at the quality of that rolling around in the glass. That is fabulous. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.